Edward's Reaction Series, Episode 29, Luke Dukes It Out Reaction. Hey everybody, it's RYT, and today we were reacting to Thomas and Fred's Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 231, Luke Dukes It Out. It is created by Thomas Wooden Railway, also known as Create24. He has 149,000 subscribers, means he's getting close to 140. And he is definitely on his way to 200 million views. So make sure you go watch his channel and subscribe to him. And now let's get on with the episode.
31. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 231. Luke Dukes It Out. One day at the Blue Mountain Quarry, the workmen were digging away when suddenly... "Well, I'll be! There's an engine in this cave!" they shouted. "Notify Mr. Percival and Sir Topham Hatt. They'll both want to see this." The narrow-gauge engines looked on with wonder as Butch pulled the new discovery into the sunlight.
Smudgeon, what happened?
Duncan. "What's wrong with his face?"
I'm joking, I know it's Luke,
said Scarloey. "I bet he hasn't seen the sunlight in a very long time." "Ooh, be gentle, that's bright," said the engine. "Wow, what are all of you doing here?" "We could ask you the same thing," said Mr. Percival. "Luke, I see. That's interesting. I don't ever remember having a Luke on this railway." "I'm a new engine. Well, I was a new engine, way back when. I arrived on a boat, and on my first day here, I was caught in a rock slide and buried. I don't know how long ago that was. Time has a funny way of messing with you when there's no light." That does make sense. If this engine never ran into anyone before he got stuck here, it would be like he never existed. I bet our shipping records indicate an engine matching Luke's basis was dropped off some time ago, but if he never checked in with anyone, I probably assumed he was returned to his original railway. "This is a very unusual situation," agreed Mr. Percival. "The Blue Mountain Quarry has been dormant for quite some time, and we've only recently returned to the area. No wonder nobody found you until today." Remarkably, Luke was in very good condition when he was put back onto the track. "I'll schedule a date for you to see Victor at the steamworks," said Sir Topham Hatt. "In the meantime, I think I will have you..." Just then, a siren blared through the valley. What's that sound?" gasped Luke. "It means that the miners are preparing to blast," said Rheneas. "It's a warning for us to seek shelter. Come on in, you'll be safe inside the shed here." But Luke was scared. "I don't like that sound," he murmured. "I have to get out of here." And Luke rushed away. He didn't stop until he reached the station and the noise was long gone. "Well, aren't you a cute little thing?" chuckled Caitlin. "You seem scared. Is everything
Duke is
okay?"
back.
"Yes, I think so. Well, no. Actually, I'm not sure." Duke sensed something was wrong. "Come on," he said. "Let's go on a little trip." And the two engines puffed along the line. Luke was happy to get away from the rock and rubble. It had been a long time since he had seen the ocean and smelled the salt water. "This is our wharf," said Duke. "It's quiet and calm here. Now let's sit and talk. Sir Topham Hatt told me you ran away from the quarry after hearing the blasting siren." "Yes," said Luke shyly. It startled me, that's all." "I can see there's something going on with you. Believe it or not, we aren't that different. A long time ago, I was put into a shed and abandoned. I didn't see the sun for years. I took a lot of naps, mind you, but it was a very difficult time. I didn't know if I was ever going to be found. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?" Luke agreed. "On the day I got lost, right before the rock slide hit, I heard a loud siren. I didn't know what to do, so I froze. I guess I was in the blast zone, and that's why I got buried. I heard that siren loud and clear today for the first time in forever, and it brought back some awful memories. I panicked and ran away so that I wouldn't be buried again. Duke sighed. We've both been through traumatic experiences, he said quietly. Every time I back into a shed, I picture the door closing on me and being stuck inside, alone, forever. Isn't that silly? A shed is supposed to be a safe place to rest, and here I was, scared to go to sleep at night.
Yeah.
You? Scared to go to sleep? But you
Yep.
seem like such a brave
A
engine.
classic reference to the
I'm
Railway
only
series,
brave because of what
Ram
I've
Puff,
seen
and Sleeping
experienced.
Beauty.
I can help you with your fear of the quarry if you want. It won't be easy, but you'll have me by your side. I like the sound of that, said Luke. He was still very on edge, but was feeling a little bit better. Later that day, the two engines returned to the quarry. I think it's important that you become acclimated to the sights and sounds of the Blue Mountain Quarry. Why
Fearless
don't you
Freddy.
explore at your own pace? I'll catch up with you after I get a drink of water.
Okay.
Luke was very determined. Sounds easy enough. Guess there's no better place to start than at the top of the incline. And he puffed up the hill. Well, nice to finally meet you, Luke, chuckled Merrick. Isn't the view incredible up
Merrick.
here? Luke barely had his eyes open, but he managed to glance around. Yes, it's quite blue, I'm guessing. All right, I think that's enough for one day. I'm gonna head down before... Just then, a piercing noise echoed through the canyon.
Uh-oh.
It's another siren, gasped Luke.
Looks
They're
like it.
blasting. I have to get away from here. I don't want to be buried again. Relax. It's okay, Luke. We clear this top line just in case a few rocks decide to come down onto the track, but you'll be fine. I would be more concerned if you were like Peter Sam over there, sitting and doing nothing. He's the one who needs to get a move on. Luke glanced over. Peter Sam wasn't moving. Any day now, murmured Merrick. Does he not hear the siren? Just then, Luke looked a little closer. He could see Peter Sam straining to pull his trucks away. Something's
Looks like
not
the trucks
right.
have their
I
brakes
need to go
on.
help him. Wait, Luke, stop. You need to clear the line. What's the matter, Peter Sam? The trucks have put their brakes on, he gasped. I can't move. Give me a shove, please. With the siren still blaring, Luke banged the trucks as hard as he could. Peter Sam inched towards the top of the hill. Luke pushed with all of his might, and at last, the two engines were moving.
All right.
Hooray! Shouted Merrick. Wait, stop! Look out below! But it was too late. The heavy train thundered down the hill and crashed into Sir Handel at the bottom.
Oh,
no!
dear.
Cried Luke. I'm sorry, everyone. This is all my fault. Later that day, Mr. Percival arrived. Oh, no. I'm in so much trouble. He's going to send me away for sure. But Mr. Percival was smiling. Luke, I want to commend you for your bravery and quick thinking. What? You're thanking me? Well, who else would we thank? Laughed Sir Handel. Is there another engine that saved Peter Sam instead of you? No, I pushed Peter Sam down the hill and caused this giant crash. You both will have to go get repaired. I've caused a lot of problems here. I should not be getting thanked. Oh, be quiet and listen.
You should be.
I was stuck up on the cliff and wouldn't have made it clear of the blast zone had you not come to my aid. Sure, crashing at the bottom of the hill wasn't ideal, but I'll take
I
a
don't
few
wanna
repairs
say
over
anything,
being
but
buried
this
by
is-
rubble. Wouldn't
This
you
is
agree?
good.
Luke smiled. Yes, I suppose you're right. Maybe I did mess up as badly as I thought. Mr. Percival looked around. Sir Handel and Peter Sam will need repairs right away. Once they're back, I'll be sending you to the works as well, Luke. Your entire front will need to be replaced, but when it's all said and done, you'll look like a really useful engine. Well done, my boy, said Duke.
My boy.
You faced your fears and saved the day. That's exactly what a brave engine does. I have no doubt in my mind that you'll make a fine addition to this railway. And when Luke returned from the works a few weeks later, the engines gave 3 cheers to their newest friend.
Sheldon, good to see you.
Alright.
I can see you're upset, but when we said ditch the shells, we were talking about pistachios, not you.
This is a really good episode. I like the action and the storyline and the plot. Sorry if I'm being quiet most of this reaction video. I just don't want to say anything because of how I'm usually the quiet kid in class. I have school in 13 days, so wish me luck. I hate school, so... Anyways, this is a really good episode. And I'll see you next reaction.